This is Congressman Tom Lantos, and I represent the Peninsula and San Francisco. And in the upcoming elections, I will very much appreciate your support. So let me first talk to you about the most important issue which is on your mind and mine, and that is Iraq. The Democratic leadership, Nancy Pelosi, Senator Reid of Nevada, Senator Joe Biden, Jack Murtha of Pennsylvania, and myself have hammered out a united position. We are against staying the course, and we are against cut and run. We are for changing the course in the direction of an orderly redeployment of our forces out of Iraq on a reasonable and accelerated basis. We have done all that we can for Iraq. The time has come for the Iraqi security forces to take over. There are almost 300,000 of them. That ought to be enough to keep security in Baghdad and throughout the country. One of the things that the Iraq war highlighted was the very dangerous direction in which the current administration is taking our country. No longer equal sacrifice by all Americans, the concentration of the burden on a relatively handful of Americans. When we get back into power, as I fully anticipate that we shall, we will see to it that the American dream of equality of sacrifice, fiscal discipline, the seeing to it that the middle class is strengthened and not eroded, will be the order of the day. We have seen a tremendous explosion of the public debt and the annual deficits. This has been an utterly irresponsible Republican-controlled Congress, which turned around a multi-billion-dollar surplus under the previous administration of Bill Clinton into a multi-billion-dollar deficit. We will stop this trend, because the long-term future of the American economy depends on it. The future of our children and grandchildren depends on it. I'd like to say a few words about education, which of course has been my profession throughout most of my life, and as a former school board member in Millbrae, and as a father and grandfather, I have been passionately committed to quality education. We will have to see to it that class sizes are reduced. We will have to see to it that the best technology is available to all of our children, that schoolrooms and buildings are modernized, that we live in the kind of society where our educational system will produce the best qualified young men and women in an increasingly competitive age. Let me say a word about the environment. One of my principal goals throughout the years in Congress that I had the privilege of serving has been to protect the environment from offshore drilling by adding to the Golden Gate National Recreation Area new, significant, beautiful, spectacular places, so that both our people and the millions of visitors to our area can enjoy the spectacular scenery of our region. A word is to be said about energy. We will need to diversify our sources of energy, and we will need to devote enormous activity to conservation. The most effective use of adding to our energy sources is to engage in intelligent conservation. I will continue my fight against the privatization of Social Security. I will continue my fight to protect our senior citizens. And I will see to it that the civil liberties of the American people are preserved. We are headed for a grand new world with safety and confidence. And again, I ask for your support in the upcoming elections. This is Congressman Tom Lantos.